Randy. Here's your completed 1974-ish Music Master bass amp, which is now converted for use with guitar. Let's try to take you from the input through the power amp on a very low battery. Pardon a shaky hand. I never know whether I need to do landscape or portrait mode on this. Or is portrait and landscape the same thing? I'll let you ponder that. Anyway, so starting with the input, needed to put in 2 new jacks. I'm sorry. I did, however, create a high-low input situation for you like they do on the older Fenders, or I should say other Fenders. So you'll come in here now. Where you see this bare wire, there used to be a input capacitor that would filter out frequencies to make it more suitable for bass guitar. But again, you're using this for guitar, so that went bye-bye. We have some new high-quality cathode bypass caps and the appropriate rating for guitar. I doubled the capacity of this particular spot right here, this coupling cap, from 0.01 to 0.02 to a little more fullness come through for your guitar. Let me get that on there, sorry about that. And then we have your preamp filter cap, which is just a lovely thing in and of itself, isn't it? This was connected ground-wise from here over to your cathode bias section here, and then over to where you have your screen and your plate voltage supply. But you always want to separate that, so that was definitely making a lot of noise. So what I did was, again, I separated that here. This is grounding now to one spot down here, actually off of your input jack, which is ideal. Oh yeah, jumping back over here real quick as I notice it. There was a reference to ground for your heater supply. I removed that and then zip it over here. I added a what they call artificial center tap, since your power transformer does not supply one, which brings it to ground over here away from the preamp stuff, which is where you want it. So it's dead quiet now. Added a fuse here. You now have a fuse holder, so it's not going to catch your house on fire should it have a catastrophic failure. And clean up the sockets, obviously. Cleaned and lubed the potentiometer and the switch here. Also converted your tone stack to a much more usable one, whereas prior this was just such a rudimentary tone stack, lost a ton of gain, and had no usable range, really. Now it has a Tweed Harvard type tone stack. There's a little 500 picofarad cap there, and then this 0.047 here. Let's see, what else can I show you here? Obviously reran the wiring here, separating the high voltage stuff from the preamp stuff to keep it quieter. You had one dual section cap can that was attached here. I removed that mount and made a little setup here for you using some terminal strips on existing bolts, so I didn't have to actually drill anything here. Super nice the way it came out. So instead of this, the plate supply bit coming from the output transformer running all the way across the board, it's now attached here where it should be, and then I have your supply going here and here, keeping everyone happy. Again, separating the grounds right there. Your little fuse holder there. Little revision here, took off the death cap, obviously. Took off the wire nut and used some proper soldering and heat shrink. And I think that's about it, man. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, like you said, it did take a hit here. They usually fall over face forward and land on the cable, or if it's empty, they land on the knobs and it just breaks stuff. But good job getting the original knobs on this guy. She's dead quiet, sounds beautiful, and should bring you much joy and happiness for quite some time. In the future, if you want to get crazy, you can... Actually, there's enough lead here to, well, somewhat, to twist the filament supply for more hum rejection, but it's dead quiet, so why even bother? Why risk the fragile little tube sockets here over that drama? But enjoy, man. Had a blast.